Hello and welcome to the Dr. Grant Show. Today's show topic, don't ever make New Year's resolutions. Here's why. Are you aware that 156 million people make New Year's resolutions and also give up on their resolutions before they finish their second glass of champagne? Yeah. So keep watching today's episode to discover why many people shouldn't make New Year's resolutions. But if you positively insist on being amongst those people that make New Year's resolutions, these are 5 tips to help you succeed if you insist on doing this. First, identify your real why. Second, recognize your journey is a marathon instead of a sprint. Number 3, examine limiting thoughts. Number 4, recognize the sexy allure of failing and push past it. Number 5, discover the role of money in your decisions. Let's go. First, identify your real why, not the superficial why. This is where a lot of people get stuck. They identify a superficial why. Over 80%, like seriously, did you know? Over 80% of New Year's resolutions usually pertain to losing weight. Next, changing careers falls in a close second. And I would be willing to wager with all of the massive weight gain, which ranks at over 60% of people in the United States have experienced weight gain due to being isolated and shut in due to the pandemic. So I'm sure that number, wouldn't you agree, is pretty high. Now, losing weight. You should only embark upon this if you insist upon it at all, since I do not believe in diets. I do believe in customizing your lifestyle to fit and work and give you the most vibrant health possible. So, losing weight, when one says they want to lose weight and they make that their why, it will immediately fall dead in its tracks because that's not the real why. Being attached to a number on the scale is not compelling. Instead, what it does is it kind of pushes you towards your goals and every step and action afterwards, which ultimately the subconscious mind rejects and pushes back. What you want is a why that compels you, that it's almost like gravity. It just simply pulls you towards every single step in your journey. When you find out what your real why is, whatever your goals are and whatever you have to undertake become so much easier. Second, recognizing that your journey is a marathon instead of a sprint. Did you know that most people know more and put more research into the next car they're going to buy compared to the research they put into finding out what works for their body? So, such as foods to eat and foods that really bring them energy, that help them overcome whatever challenge happens to be going on in their lives. It's true. It's very, very true. So if you have tried a diet and found that it didn't work for you, it doesn't mean that you failed or the diet failed. What it means is you just learned what doesn't work for you, or what parts and elements of adopting that new food plan worked and what parts didn't fit. you can always extract a lesson. It's called a reframe, and it's extremely pivotal to everything in your life. You see, working to get healthier, and the women that I work with that are seeking the missing piece to their puzzle as they work to empower themselves from food addiction and symptoms of food addiction, such as overeating, binge eating, food cravings, stress eating, emotional eating, anxiety. It's not a food problem or a problem with food. It's not a matter of willpower. It's not a matter of counting calories. Usually the challenge is that these women that I talk to are missing the tools that they need in order to overcome certain life choices that occur and events that occur in their lives, and they haven't learned how to overcome the emotional barrage of actions and the domino effect that happens that triggers them and causes them to overeat and or binge or give in to food cravings. That is the key. And understanding over the course of your entire lifetime why you feel the way you feel, what's triggering you, what is setting off your emotions is so paramount and so key. Once you begin to understand where these decisions and this tree of thought, where these roots originated from, you'll begin to pull away, gently extract and pull away the surface here of everything that you need. Third, examine limiting thoughts. This feeds into your second one. By pulling up the roots and understanding what are the limiting thoughts. For example, have you always believed that everyone in your family is big boned and you have no other choice? Have you always believed that you're a fiery personality and therefore when stress hits you, you have to explode? If these are the little goblins and gremlins that are following you around and circulating in your mind, these, my friend, unless you're aware of it, may be the limiting thoughts that are hindering you from getting to that next level. And when you're unable to get to that next level, what happens is the stress. Stress from your career triggers you to give in to food cravings and binging. Fourth, recognize the oh so sexy allure of failing and push past it. Did you know that some people actually are comfortable with setting goals? It doesn't matter if it's a New Year's resolution or not, but setting goals, and when they don't meet that goal, they find comfort in the self-fulfilling prophecy. There's an area of social cognitive theory and psychology work that talks about this extensively. But in the interest of time, let's just simply say, in order to stop this and prevent this, the key here is to recognize your downward spiral pattern. Once you begin to see what that pattern is, it's almost like a domino effect, and you can begin to stop the chain reaction. So anytime certain thoughts begin to occur of, see, I knew you wouldn't be able to hold out against said chips or ice cream or whatever your trigger food is. See, I knew you wouldn't be able to hold out against that conversation with your boss about that raise because you've been working so hard and you know you deserve it, but you caved anyway and you chickened out. You see the pattern. The key is to push past it. And the only way you're going to be able to push past it, my loves, is with the right tools. Fifth, discover the role of money in your decisions. This is extremely key. Once you begin to realize what your why is and what your goals are, begin to realize, does this require a new wardrobe? Does this require a new sports bra? Does this require new shoes or different shoes to protect your knees as you decide to take up running and jogging on your treadmill? There's no right or wrong answer here, but it is important to recognize the role of money in your decisions to take on a healthier lifestyle. Were you prepared to get that organic avocado as opposed to the regular one? It's important to recognize these things because otherwise, these simple things will also throw you off balance and prevent you from achieving your goals. All right, everyone, my name is Dr. Kirsten Grant. I am the president of Phoenix 6 and the creator of edibleaddiction.com. Many women come to me when they are tired of dieting and tired of looking for the missing piece to the puzzle as to the reason why they overeat, deal with food addiction or food addiction symptoms such as cravings, emotional eating, stress eating, anxiety. And when they're looking for that missing piece of the puzzle, but they want something that's customized, that's scientifically proven to work, and they want to find a way to reprogram their minds for long-lasting results and change, I'm the person that you talk to. You can find me on edibleaddiction.com, and you can go ahead and set up a conversation to chat and get a little bit of help with that. All right, guys, much love to you. Dr. Grant Show is on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. See you soon. Bye.